Hi everyone, Aaron here for Zollotech, and the iPhone 11 has pretty much had most of its dimensions and looks leaked, as I have a dummy unit here with that square camera bump that's very controversial and has a lot of people saying, why are they doing that? It looks like we have a new rumor that may be true this year. Now, last year we thought we knew this to be true as well, and that is Apple Pencil support. There's some pretty good sources saying this time around that Apple Pencil may be coming to the 2019 iPhones. That means the iPhone 11, 11 Max, and 11R, if that's their final name. And that could be pretty interesting and explain why they would remove a 3D touch layer from the 2019 iPhones. If the 2019 iPhones don't have a touch layer, that means they probably made room to have a layer that was sensitive to the Apple Pencil and its touch. So that explains the Haptic Touch replacing 3D touch on the 2019 iPhones. Now, this may or may not be true. That's me speculating as to why they'd get rid of 3D touch and instead replace it with maybe an Apple Pencil layer. And that makes a little more sense to me. However, there are some questions to be asked regarding this, and that has to do with how do we charge it, since this is a second generation pencil, and if you haven't seen this on an iPad, it magnetically adheres to the side and wirelessly charges. It also pairs in this same manner. So if your pencil is new and you want to pair it with a new iPad, you simply attach it. It asks you to pair it, and that's it. Now you're paired and you're ready to go. On an iPhone, this is a little bit more challenging. Now, it would work fine with a first generation Apple Pencil where you can plug in a lightning port connector right into the bottom and pair it that way. But to use the newer, better pencil, you would have to have some sort of magnetic attachment on the back and reverse wireless charging. Now, that reverse wireless charging feature is rumored to come to the 2019 iPhones to charge things like your AirPods, but if you adhered it somehow to the Apple Pencil, that would be okay, but kind of silly as well. I don't know if it's any worse than plugging it into the bottom, but it would be interesting to see. Whether or not they'll bring a smaller pencil and whether or not people will even buy a pencil is still yet to be answered. I'm curious personally whether or not you would prefer a pencil, because for me, and what Steve Jobs said in the past, styluses or styli are no good and your finger is a much better pointing device. And I tend to agree on a smaller display. But when it comes to things like signing documents or having more finite control, like editing a video with LumaFusion or maybe using Pixelmator Photo here to edit a photo or Procreate or any of these specific apps for the iPad that do a really great job for creators using photos or video editing or any of those things, I really find that the pencil is a great tool for that. It's a great mouse replacement and gives you more of that touch feeling with pressure sensitivity and extra functions with the Apple Pencil 2, in that you can double tap it and it will actually give you different functions. So I find that that's really something that's great for an iPad, but I'm not sure how I feel about it with an iPhone. So that's where I wonder what you think about this. Is this something you would buy for your iPhone? Would you use an Apple Pencil and a stylus similar to a Galaxy Note and use that instead of using your finger? Now, I know friends that I've had in the past have always wanted a stylus, but then other people have said, no, I don't want to carry an extra stylus around. Now, if it magnetically adheres or slipped into the bottom, like on a note, that's okay. But if it's something you can lose easily, I'm not really interested in that personally. But some people may want to sketch on the go when they're actually maybe out and about and want to sketch on the way to work or something like that if they're riding on public transportation. So there are a lot of uses I can see for that, but I'm curious as to what you think about it. Is it something you'd use, or do you think it's kind of a waste of time? Let me know in the comments below. Also, would you rather have pencil support, or would you rather have maybe 3D touch? Let me know that in the comments below as well. Of course, I'll link this wallpaper in the description as I always do. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe and hit that notification bell if you'd like to see more of these videos as soon as they're released. Also, is this iPhone 11 squared off camera grown on you, or do you still find it hideous? Or let me know what you think in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. As always, thanks for watching. This is Aaron. I'll see you next time.